meeting to order. The lights on. All right, join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. It is Monday night, March 7th. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make motion to approve the agenda.
Motion by Councilmember Henry.
I'll second.
A second by Councilmember Sayer. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right, community comment for anything not on the agenda. Let's see, it looks like we have Aaron Smith on the Zoom, and that is it, correct? All right, so no community comment. Up to 5.1, presentations and reports, the Sheriff's Office update. Deputy Sandberg, welcome. Thanks, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Any speeders today?
A few.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good Monday.
Well, good.
No. I don't have much of an update. I sent out the comparison data from 2020 to 2021. I didn't think there was much to note. Our frauds went up. I think that's because of a lot of unemployment fraud. It's not much. Other than that, all of our person crimes, which is Group A, look pretty status quo. Carver is pretty safe, in my opinion, and I think the stats show that. The only other thing I want to bring up is just to remind everyone and citizens to lock up your cars, remove your valuables, turn on your outside lights if you have them at night. That's all I have.
All right. Any questions about the report?
I have one question.
Go ahead.
So it looks like assaults are up 116%, which isn't a high number if you actually look at the number, but
Yeah.
was there one incident that brought that up high, or was it specific?
There's nothing that sticks out. I guess I'd be curious, and I didn't run the stats across the whole county, if COVID had anything to do with that, more people working from home and staying at home, maybe got on each other's nerves. I'm not certain.
Could happen.
There wasn't anything that stuck out to me, though. I guess we do have a few homes scattered out that sometimes we get called to more frequently.
Okay. Like I said, the number is still very low.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
okay, thanks.
Anybody else?
No?
All right. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you for the report, though. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. All right. No public hearings this evening. Moving on to the consent agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make motion to approve the consent agenda.
A motion by Councilmember Henry.
I'll second.
Oh, and
that's
that's photo finish.
She got it all the way out.
Second by Councilmember McKnight. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right. Let's see. Moving on here to our business items. Item number 8.1, the city council appointments.
Commission.
I'm sorry. Yes, the city, the commission appointments. Let's see. I think we should kind of just go line by line. I know Vicki is ready and at the ready to kind of type in who we have there. So let me just get my papers in order here. Because I took all kinds of notes.
While you do that, Mayor
Sure.
and Council, just a reminder, what you've done in previous years is you make individual motions for each appointment. So if you, for example, Tim Greyer, you'd make a motion to appoint him to the HPC rather than doing the whole slate. So it's individual, so you can vote on each applicant.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Does anybody want to start? Let's start off with the HPC.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve Tim to the board member, the full board member.
All right. I will
Second.
Okay, we've got a motion by Councilmember Mock and a second by Councilmember Henry. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right. I'll make a motion to appoint Judy Grosh as the first alternate to the HPC.
I'll second that.
All right. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right, for the record, that was Mayor Johnson making the motion and Councilmember Mock making the second. All right, moving on to the Planning Commission.
We're not going to fill the second.
Oh, I'm
alternate.
sorry, I'm sorry.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the planning commission for the alternate, even though we don't have any more applicants, if there's somebody that I would like to discuss from the planning commission to be an applicant, is this good timing, or should we go through the planning commission appointments first?
You know what, I think,
I'd make a suggestion on that. I'd recommend that the council fill out the planning commission appointments first, and then send out a email to anybody who wasn't appointed, asking them if they'd consider the second alternate position. This is an editorial comment, but I'm not necessarily sure that it's fair to the folks that maybe were polite and answered and said they wanted to be or would consider the HPC just because they maybe wanted to be polite. And then appoint them maybe when their heart's not in it. So I would suggest filling out the appointments, and then we can follow up with the folks that aren't appointed and ask them if they'd consider the second alternate spot on the HPC, if that's permissible to the council.
that's kind of what I was thinking and was going to say. So, do we all
I
agree?
agree.
Good, okay. Moving on to the Planning Commission. I'll make a motion to reappoint Cindy Monroe as a board member.
I'll
Second.
Motion by Mayor Johnson, second to Councilmember McKnight, sorry,
Fine.
Glenn. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right.
I'll make a motion to appoint Krista Goodell to another board member position.
I'll second that.
All right, we've got a motion by Councilmember McKnight and a second by Councilmember Mock. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. I'll make a motion to appoint Phil Schechter as the first alternate.
Second.
We have a second, a motion by Mayor Johnson, a second by Councilmember Henry. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
I'll make a motion to appoint Daniel Bellick to the second alternate.
I'll second that. We've got a motion by Councilmember Sayer and a second by Mayor Johnson. Any further discussion?
Was Daniel, just remind me, was he the one who, this is his second application?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right. Well, welcome Judy and Daniel as new members to the HPC and Planning Commission, and then Tim and Cindy and Krista and Phil as returning members.
Can I re-clarify?
Yep.
You said welcome Judy and Daniel?
So Judy was on the HPC.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Just,
only.
I
thought
did
you
the
were
new
just
folks
commission. Okay.
and then the
Thank
the
you.
returnees.
Yep.
All right. And we're not going to go back to HPC. We're going to do the American method of emailing everybody and see if they're interested. All right.
I like it.
Great. Communications? Nothing. Joy?
I don't have anything.
Lori?
Don't have anything.
Christy?
We have an HPC meeting tomorrow, so Mayor Johnson is going to be joining us at that meeting as well. It should be, I don't know, tomorrow night's the discussion about some of our, what's the right word I'm looking for? Thank you.
The city's preservation ordinance.
Thank you, that's the one. And then secondly, just a really fun FYI, in the middle of winter here, we are already planning Steamboat Days. Our first meeting is in a couple of weeks. Bands are booked, stage is booked, things like that. So it has to be done that far ahead in advance, but we're already rolling. That's all I have.
Good. Glenn?
Got nothing?
All right. The only things that I have is last Wednesday, Brent and I hosted a visit from the Southwest Chamber Ambassadors. They kind of do stops at a lot of their members, and they were in Carver, so they stopped by and learned a little bit more about Carver and City Hall and all that kind of good stuff. And then last Friday, we kind of talked about it a little bit before the meeting, but I had the opportunity to do a ride along with Deputy Sandberg, which was really cool, to kind of see Carver through her eyes, and how a printer malfunction can be a lucky day to get somebody out of a ticket because she couldn't print them a citation. So it was just really insightful.
I'll have to remember. You sure your printer's working?
No, they'll know. They'll know.
Yeah.
So that's all I have. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
A motion by Councilmember Mock
A second?
and a second by Councilmember McKnight. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, motion passes. Have a good evening, everyone.